So it's been over 2 decades that we have been competing against them. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it's been very difficult.
Obviously, Amazon's impacted all areas of retail. How is book selling unique?
Well, in the world of Amazon, we were the first retailer that was really seriously impacted by Amazon. That was 1995 when Jeff Bezos did his famous cross-country trip and ended up, in Seattle saying, what product out there is most vulnerable and would be easiest to sell online? And that was books.
So you've been dealing, in a sense, also with Barnes & Noble and Borders' competition, and then, as Amazon kind of ramped up in recent years, what's changed recently?
In the early 90s, yes, we were up against the Barnes & Noble and Borders, the big box expansion. But by the late 90s, we had pretty much established our market share that we could live with and still make a profit on. But by the year 2000, 2001 is when we all started feeling the impact of Amazon on bleeding away our customers. So, and that just increased year after year, one cut after another.
And so what changes have you had to make along the way to survive through it?
We just do what we've always done, only we do it more passionately and intensely and with fewer people, and we work harder. To say it's what it comes down to is just working harder. Most recently, we shrank the size of the store. The book house and the little book house used to have separate doors. So we reabsorbed the little book house back into the book house. So we went from 6,000 square feet down to 4,000 square feet.
I know you also said, being here in Stuyvesant Plaza, which is one of the more successful, retail plazas in the area, how has that helped you, throughout the years?
Well, it can't be underestimated that you really do need a real estate developer or owner that understands holistically what's happening with the Amazon encroaching in on all of our businesses, not just a bookstore. They want us to be here. They know that the community depends upon the book house being here, and we do generate a lot of traffic for the plaza. But there's no profit in this business anymore. The profit is all in Jeff Bezos's pocket right now. So real estate developers do have to, make up their mind, just how deep they can go to help the retailer, because we are all up against this Amazon behemoth. So,
what keeps you motivated to stay in that fight?
Well, I love the business. I still, when I unlock the door in the morning, I still get a real sense of satisfaction that we're here. We employ 22 people, but I do have to admit that I don't get as much pleasure out of it as I did over the years that I built it. And simply because I feel like I'm beating my head against the wall with forces like Amazon.